So my 3 days of drinking thickened fluids only is finally over. I'm not too disappointed about that, but I do think it was a good learning experience. The first thing I found is that it did decrease my fluid intake. It decreased to 2.4 liters a day, which is still plenty of fluid. I wasn't dehydrated, but it was significantly less than what I normally have. The other thing I noticed is that I really couldn't stand the water thickened. Just plain water thickened was really gross to me and I couldn't tolerate drinking it, which was really frustrating because normally I drink a lot of water. So it's Saturday morning and the first thing that I do in the mornings is drink water. At the moment I'm feeling really thirsty. And this is my water, which I have thickened. I have to say, it doesn't look like it's going to quench my thirst, but let's try it. Like I just mentioned, I've drank 3 liters of fluid a day. A lot of that is just plain water. So I couldn't drink plain water anymore. So what I had to do was have either flavored water, thickened, or squash. The other thing I noticed is that I actually didn't mind the thickened fluids as much as I thought I would if they weren't too thick. So what happens with the thickening powder is that when you first mix it in, it takes a minute or two to get to the right consistency, but then it continues to get thick after that. So 10 minutes after you've mixed it in, it's really thicker than it needs to be. So I'd put the powder in my coffee and 2 or 3 minutes later it would be just a little thick and it was okay. It was bearable. It was okay. I didn't really mind it too much. But after 10 minutes it would get to be like the consistency of custard or kind of a runny pudding, and that was I just couldn't handle it. I actually went to Costa Coffee on Saturday because I was out and had some time to kill, and I ordered this big cup of coffee, and I put the powder in it, and at first it was okay and I was drinking it, and then when I got halfway through this big cup of coffee it had gotten too thick and I just couldn't finish it. The last thing I noticed was something that didn't occur to me before, and that is that I felt really self-conscious and really embarrassed about having the thickened drinks. And I thought, obviously, if you were someone that had to have this, you probably wouldn't really like having to do this every time that you go out to eat, every time you're with your family, having dinner. It probably just makes you feel like you can't fully participate in the social eating experience.